In 1925, one of Britain's most daring explorers vanished into the heart of the Amazon rainforest. He was searching for a lost city, a place he believed held the remains of an ancient, advanced civilization. His name was Percy Fawcett, and the city he sought was known only as Z. No one ever saw him again. Colonel Percy Harrison Fawcett was not an ordinary adventurer. Born in 1867, he was a soldier, surveyor, and explorer with an almost supernatural endurance. He served the British Army in Asia and Africa before joining the Royal Geographical Society, where his life took a new direction. From 1906 onward, Fawcett embarked on multiple expeditions to map the uncharted frontiers of South America. He trekked through dense jungles, climbed unexplored mountains, and braved the deadly wildlife of the Amazon. But through all the danger, something in that vast green wilderness called to him, something ancient, something hidden. In 1912, Fawcett came across a strange document in the archives of Rio de Janeiro, an 18th century manuscript known as Manuscript 512. It was written by a Portuguese explorer who claimed to have discovered the ruins of a massive stone city deep within the Brazilian wilderness. The manuscript described arched gateways, wide roads, and a statue of a man pointing north, clear signs of an advanced society that predated European arrival. Fawcett was electrified. He believed that beneath the endless canopy of the Amazon lay the remains of a lost civilization, one that could rewrite human history. He gave it a name, the City of Z. His colleagues mocked him. To them, the jungle was only a place of savages and endless trees. But Fawcett was convinced. He had seen fragments of pottery, strange symbols, and stories from local tribes, all pointing towards something extraordinary. Between 1906 and 1913, Fawcett led several expeditions into uncharted regions of Brazil, Bolivia, and Peru. He faced piranhas, jaguars, and disease. He encountered tribes who had never seen outsiders before, some friendly, others not. He lost friends to fever, starvation, and exhaustion. But each time he returned to civilization, he came back with new clues, new confidence that Z was real. He wrote in his journals, "The forest is alive, it whispers, it hides what it wishes to keep." By 1925, Fawcett was ready for his final and greatest expedition, the one that would prove him right. In April of 1925, Percy Fawcett set out once more, accompanied by his son, 21-year-old Jack Fawcett, and Jack's friend, Raleigh Rimmel. They carried minimal supplies, a few rifles, dried food, and a compass. Fawcett believed a small, peaceful team would avoid hostility from the tribes. Their destination, the Mato Grosso region of Brazil, one of the most remote and deadly areas on Earth. Before leaving, Fawcett wrote a letter to his wife. "You need have no fear of failure. If we do not return, do not follow us." It was the last anyone ever heard from him. Weeks passed, then months. When no messages arrived, concern spread through the scientific community. By the end of 1925, Fawcett and his team had vanished completely. Rescue missions were launched, dozens of them over the following decades. Some explorers never returned. Others came back with conflicting stories. One report claimed that Fawcett had been killed by a hostile tribe. Another said he had chosen to stay among the natives, living as one of them. A few even claimed to have seen a white-haired Englishman deep in the forest years later. But no trace of him or his companions was ever found. Over the years, many theories have tried to explain what happened. Some believe the group was attacked by indigenous tribes, possibly after crossing sacred land. The Kalapalo tribe of the Xingu River once told researchers that Fawcett visited their village peacefully, but went further east, into the territory of an aggressive tribe and never returned. Others think they succumbed to disease or were swept away by floods or starved when their food ran out. Then there are those who insist that Fawcett found what he was looking for, that he discovered the ruins of a lost city and chose to remain hidden, perhaps even worshipped by the people he found there. No evidence has ever confirmed any version. For decades, Fawcett's dream was dismissed as fantasy, but in recent years, modern technology has changed everything. Using LiDAR scanning, a form of laser mapping that can see through dense jungle canopy, archaeologists have discovered vast networks of ancient cities hidden beneath the Amazon. Massive road systems, geometric mounds, canals, and plazas, signs of organized civilizations that thrived long before European contact. Suddenly, Fawcett's theory doesn't seem so impossible. Maybe he wasn't chasing a myth after all. Maybe he was simply too early. Nearly a century has passed since Percy Fawcett disappeared. His name has become legend, the last great explorer who vanished chasing a dream. He believed the Amazon still held secrets, and he may have been right. To this day, no one knows where his bones lie, or what he saw before the jungle swallowed him whole. But one thing is certain: his obsession with discovery changed the way we see the Amazon forever. Fawcett once wrote, "We shall return, and we shall bring proof of a civilization older than any known." He never returned, but perhaps, in a way, the truth has finally come. The lost city of Z remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of the modern age, a story of obsession, courage, and the unbreakable human hunger to uncover the unknown. Because in the end, it's not the city that haunts us, it's the man who went looking for it and never came back.